What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful day. Like I said, like always, we'll be starting the show very shortly. Can't wait for this episode. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, we'll be right back. What is up, everybody? How you doing? It is your boy. It's the Birdman, and there's Ace over there. You guys already know what to do, so why don't you go ahead and do it with us? That is right. The Birdman Show, we do what we do. We roll with the punches. Still trying to figure out some internet issues here. We're having some issues. I already know. But it is what it is. It's what we do. Nothing works perfectly, especially if you're doing anything with the Birdman or Ace. So we just roll with the punches. Anyways, Ace, how the heck are you doing?
Facts. I am doing good. It was a hot day out there today. And I survived.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely hot, and we're dealing with the issue here at the house right now. The AC unit's down, so landlord's looking at getting us a new one. So we had to up the old window unit game and get a couple extra window units to put in so we can try to cool this house down a little bit. So yes, it is one of those. It's gonna be one of those summers. I see that right now. It's definitely gonna be one of those summers. So it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. But we are down. One of our co-hosts, Death Blade, is out. So it's been a little family time. So should I take the night off for it? But here we are. So here we are, Ace. And before we get to that, gotta say what's up. Who we got here? Yes, I see that. What do we've got here? Let's see.
Doesn't show who we have in the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't show right now. So if you're in the chat, if you're watching us, let us know that you're here.
Announce
Say what's
yourself.
up. Yeah, like don't just stop by.
Don't
I've said
hide in
this
the
many times.
shadows.
Yeah, I've said this many times before. Don't just show up to my house. Go off, rummage into my refrigerator.
That's Christy.
Oh, there's Christy. All right. So you're able to get in. Awesome.
That is awesome.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll just kind of play about here. But yeah, let's you know what we're gonna be talking about here, there, Ace. And that's tonight's topic, which is worst movie sequels of all time. Now I have a sneaky suspicion. Like Ace didn't look at my list. I didn't look at like Ace's list. I have no idea where he looked his information up. He doesn't have any idea where I looked at my information. So I have a very sneaky feeling that we're gonna have a lot that are gonna cross over. I mean, kind of like what we did with the all-time one hit wonders.
More than likely.
Yeah, but this I know on my end. I'm just gonna speak my end of my list. These movies range all over the place. I'm talking about when I say all over the place, I mean different
genre,
decades.
decades.
Yeah, like it's just it's crazy to me when I start looking at this stuff. Like where like all these movies just they were coming from. I mean, how was it when you were doing your research?
Same. Mine range from the 2000s all the way back to the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's where I'm at on mine. Yeah, because mine I start off right off the bat with a banger. In 1987. But what were some of your thoughts before we get into this? What were some of your thoughts when, as you were compiling your list and you're kind of going through things? What were some of your thoughts as you started looking at some of these titles?
Some of them I wanted to put on here because the original was so good that I don't see how they could have made a sequel any better. But I hadn't seen the sequel, so I couldn't put it on here because I didn't want to put something on here of a sequel that I haven't seen. And then I went through like 3 or 4 different websites, and primarily the list that I comprised, 80% of them was on every website. But there's one that I put on here that wasn't on any fucking website.
Now
it's a personal one for me.
Yeah, that's that doesn't tend to happen a lot, but it does happen time to time. So I understand what you're going through. For me, it was a lot of it was kind of almost it almost had the same feel as the one hit wonders, but not as much nostalgia. I guess if I want to put it like that, because some of these movies, I was 100% like you were. Like I was, it actually brought up more anger because I'm like now I had to remind myself why these directors and these filmmakers are such idiots. Like I understand wanting to, especially if you had success with the first one, wanting to try to do another one. Like I get it. But sometimes you just gotta just take what you got and just keep the marketing going with it and just keep rolling out, new releases of the same video or the same movie or whatnot. Like a lot of these people do. So yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the comments real quick. Tab is in the house. What's up, Tabby? We got Tabby and Christy in the house right now. Now we got a third person in the house. I don't know who else is here. I know this is. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I understand this is going to be a transition for us.
Yes.
I understand that. It was the same way when we first started. Just being on YouTube. And everything else, it was a slow transition. Trying to get people out of the norm of doing what they normally do is kind of tough. But like I said, that's the reason why I do like Riverside, because we do there is an app that you can use, so it still makes it easy for you to connect. It's just getting people into the mind frame, and getting them going. And Tab says she's hanging in there. How are we doing? I'm doing well. I can't speak for Ace. I'm not going to speak for Ace.
I was just getting ready. I was replying to her in chat because you were off on your talk. I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, sis. Thanks for asking.
That's good. Well, yeah, we'll kind of try to tag team these the comments as they roll in. You know how I am. I listen. I love everybody. I do. I appreciate your guys' support. I don't pay attention to comments as much. So
That's what
that
I'm for.
yeah, that's why I have Ace. You know, and even Deathlight. Hell, even Dez. She'll send me a message. She'll text me, "Hey, check the chat." Like, oh crap. Um, so it's good to have people that help with this. Because yeah, I do apologize. I'm even worse on TikTok. Because those just scroll. I have no, so if you're really not paying attention, you're gonna miss everything. I don't know how many times we do a recap, and I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? What did I miss? I mean, we have to go back up the conversations like, oh, this is what they said. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Ace, let's get this thing started. And like I said, just remind everybody, this is the topic. Tonight's topic is worst movie sequels, sweet sequels of all time. Sequels.
Sequels. We're talking about sequels.
Anyways, worst movie sequels.
Had to throw that in there, didn't you?
I did. I'm sorry. It's funny because that was actually the first time I said it correctly. Anyways, ever like in the history. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna get into these into this. Like I said, it's the worst movie sequels of all time. I do have a few honorable mentions. I'm actually gonna do those two first. Well, a few of them, but I'm gonna do two of them first. And one of my honorable mentions, one that didn't really make my list, but it definitely can make anybody's list because it was horrible. And that is From Dusk Till Dawn to Texas Blood Money.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
Horrible.
Now, as we say with every episode where we are making a list, if you guys have some, put them in the chat because there's a possibility that they did not make our list. And if they didn't, we want to acknowledge them.
Yeah, 100%. And for anybody who will be watching this later, of course, definitely continue to make sure you put comments in there because I'm always checking them always, anyways. And plus, and I forgot to make that, but I'll try to do that somewhere in between this. We're uploading a lot of our videos to our Patreon page. Right now, we're running into an issue with YouTube. I know it's a lot more. There's a lot more announcements in this episode than there normally is. We're having issues with YouTube, not because YouTube's being jerks towards us. No, it's because without the followers, we hit some copyright issues when it comes to a lot of things we do on our show. And so therefore I had to take down our episode of One Hit Wonders because YouTube
Copyright
completely
infringement.
blocked that episode. But it is available on our Patreon page. And I have to go to Patreon, and I don't think I have one. I will definitely make one. Patreon.com/The Birdman Show. You can sign up for free. We do have two other paid memberships. One's $1, another one's $3. $3 one, you pretty much get like all access, blooper reels. Yeah, and trust me, they're worth it.
The all access. I mean, it's $3. It's worth it because some of the shit that we do whenever we're making our videos, or some of the shit that we do when we're doing our commercials, behind the scenes shit, you guys don't see that.
And I record everything.
Yes.
I record everything. And it's just fun. It keeps things going. And like I said, I like doing that because not only we do that, but then you also get exclusive episode drops. Because what I've been doing is I wait a few 3 or 4 days before I actually upload it to YouTube. So if you're on Patreon, you actually get access to these videos sooner than everybody else. Like I said, if we can get our subscribers up to at least 500 on YouTube, which I think we're at 100 and I don't even know what we're at now. It's 100 and I think 40, maybe 40, 50. I don't remember.
Fuck, are we really?
Yeah. Yeah, it went up.
Jump.
Yeah, it's gone up. So if we can get that up to 500, that eliminates the copyright issues. We can go back to going on YouTube like we have been doing before. And I will still upload to Patreon. I do kind of like doing it like this though, with having a Patreon because if you get that opportunity, you can definitely go check it out early if you're not able to jump in here during the live stream, which we're going to try to get everybody to keep doing in here. Come on, people, work with
We
me
still
here.
haven't heard from who the third person in here is.
Yeah, God bless America.
Announce
Who is
yourself.
it? It's got to be Dez. It's gotta be Dad's because she's probably dealing with the baby and she's being a jerk. And so she probably hasn't had a chance to respond. I would have to assume it was her. The Invisible Man.
No, because we
Hopefully it's
see
not an
him.
Invisible Man because
It
that's
says
just
3 up there. So he's
yeah.
not very invisible because it lets us know how many people are in here.
Yeah. Maybe his digital footprint's invisible, maybe. But he
Maybe.
still is a presence. Anyways, I I think we probably should start the episode.
We might as well.
This
Well,
has
you've done
been
one honorable mention. You said you had a couple more. Are you going to do them all now?
no.
Or
I'm
are
gonna
you
do one
going
more
to-
and then I do a couple of it later. But this has definitely been one long squirrel time. Okay. Anyways, so okay, that was the first honorable mention is From Dusk Till Dawn to Texas Blood Money. Like I said, horrible. It's horrible. They should just stupid. That's what it was. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the list. Do you want to start first? You want me to go first?
I can start.
All right, let's go. Rock and roll with it.
My first one, I bring this up. I give a shout out to hashtag Friday 32 because the list that we did last Friday included the original on this, and the sequel, the sequel, fucking bombed, and that is Space Jam 2, A New Legacy.
Yeah, and see, I knew it's, and here's the thing. This is what's funny, Ace. This is what's really funny. Okay, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
About 5, I want to say about 5, maybe 6 years ago, I had this conversation with one of my co-hosts on the Birdman Sports, formerly known as Hey Coach podcast. I was having a conversation with him, and like I said, it's probably about 5, maybe 6 years ago. And we were talking, about movies and this and that, and we, of course, we always tie everything back into sports. And so I had made a comment about Space Jam, and he's like, man, that was a pretty good movie. I was like, yeah, it was a great movie. I think it's still a little bit underrated. Um, when it comes to how the movie was done, especially for its time.
Yes.
I was like, but I told him then, I said, you know what? I really hope LeBron doesn't try to do a Space Jam 2. I said, I really hope he doesn't allow people to talk him into doing it. Because I don't think it was really on his register. I don't think it was on his radar at all for a long time. And I think somebody talked him into actually doing it. And I don't like that for him because it's not that I don't think LeBron can act. I just don't think that because Space Jam, the first one, was so good that there was ever going to be anyone. And the thing is that no one was really going to accept it because it's LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? It's LeBron James and the whole GOAT conversation with Michael Jordan. No one was ever going to accept it regardless. So he should have just avoided it, probably done something different. He's had movie roles in a number of different other movies, and he's done a pretty good job. I think he could probably, I mean, I'm not gonna say I would give him a leading role in a blockbuster movie. I'm not saying that, but like cameos or filling in, doing stuff like he's done in the past with other movies. I think he does. I think he does a great job. But I agree with you. I just no. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you got Space Jam 2. Okay, you ready for mine?
Hit me with it.
This one came out in 1987. Now there was a plethora of movies that came out around that time frame, and I think I have. Let's see, that one's 1987. I
didn't put dates on mine.
Yeah, I went ahead and put dates on mine just because when I get to my number, when I get to the top five, number five, you're gonna be like, "What in the world?" Because yeah, it's just wait.
I didn't
And,
put mine in order.
oh yeah, well, only did because I don't know. That's weird. Anyways, but this one came out in 1987. Horrible movie, horrible concept. They should have left it alone with the first one, and that is Teen Wolf 2. I told you we are gonna have some on there.
Scratch that one off.
You don't have to scratch it off. You can leave it on there. But no, it was a horrible concept. Michael J. Fox did such a phenomenal job in the first one. I think it was Jason Bateman was in the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, the way they completely missed the mark. They should have, like I said, that was definitely one of those ones you should have left alone. Michael J. Fox was on fire around that time. They had Back to the Future, and definitely then Teen Wolf. He was just on fire. And so they should have just left it alone. I don't know. I mean, what were your thoughts?
I completely agree. I mean, that's why it made my list. I loved the original Teen Wolf. I mean, the whole fucking surfing on top of the van. And then they come out with Teen Wolf 2, and I was like, oh, hell, it's going to be even better. The fuck? No. Because, I mean, they tried to recreate everything that they did in the first one. And you can't fucking do that. So, yes, that one definitely made my list of worst sequels of all time.
Yeah, it's just like I said, a lot of these movies, I know I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else. It was just the originals were too good.
Yes.
And there's actually a couple on my list where there was actually 3, maybe 4 movies within the franchise, and the first 2 were really good. Everything else after that was horrible. So there's quite a few movies that, you know, they nailed it on the first one, and then they did pretty good on the second one. And then they were like, "Oh, we got to go back in. We got to go back in." No, you probably should have just went home. But yeah,
I'm gonna get some hate from one of mine. I know I am.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna get a lot of hate.
Well, this should be.
I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna save that
one. All right, so I guess I'm up next, right?
Nope, you did Teen Wolf 2.
Oh, that's right. You're up.
Caddyshack 2. They blew the fucking golf course up in the first one. So what? The gopher fucking got away. What can you do different in the second one to make it better? The same. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it really was the exact same thing. It really was. Yeah, bro. I can't even Tabitha says she didn't even make it through Caddyshack 2.
You didn't miss anything.
No. You missed absolutely nothing. It was just poorly designed. And like I said, I get it. I really do. I want people to understand that. I really do get it and understand it. However, it's just like sometimes you just gotta cut like, hey, look, we had a great one. You know what I'm saying? Let's just hold on to it and cherish it and put it in the time capsule. And I promise that it's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. But no, no, they're just idiots. And so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, are you ready for my next one?
Yep.
Okay, now the next one, it's a movie that, listen, okay, I actually like the movie, so don't get me wrong. I actually like the movie because I just like corny comedies. But I understand that it can get redundant. And there's only so much you can really do with some things, especially when you talk about comedies. Because certain things are only going to be, I know you're getting ready. Certain things are only going to be funny.
I already got an idea of what the fuck you're going to say.
What the devil? Did you almost fall again?
No, I hit my fucking cord.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, everybody here. Let me mute myself while I do this.
Oh, God. We thought Ace done fell again, for crying out loud. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up here.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I hit the cord to my headphones, and it's attached to my microphone.
Yeah.
It ripped my fucking microphone off.
Yeah, I just thought you almost fell over again.
No,
I don't think the internet can handle another one like that. Okay, so like I said, you can only. It's hard, especially in comedy, for you to strike comedy gold with a certain franchise. It's hard. But my next one is a Haunted House 2, which came out in 2014.
That is not it.
Yeah.
I've seen that one on the list, but I did not watch the Haunted House 2.
Yeah, I've watched it. And like I said, it is funny. I actually enjoy it. It's funny. It's actually really funny. But like, it's not a movie that I can say I'll go back and watch maybe like a third. I watched it, like, I think I've watched it twice. After the third time, I was like, yeah, I'd rather watch the first one. But yeah, it was just one of those movies. So yeah, like I said, if you watched it, yeah, it's not too bad. So I mean, I still would recommend if you haven't watched it. Anyways, what's your next one, Ace?
Okay, since we're going with the corny comedy, I'll go ahead and throw the one out there I thought you were going to say. With this one, it's one of those where they did a phenomenal job on the first one. The cast was amazing, and then they waited. I think they waited too long to do a sequel, and when they did, the shine had kind of started to wear off of the first one, and they didn't know where to go with it. My next one is Dumber and Dumber.
Yeah, I saw that one, but I watched maybe 5 minutes of it and I turned it off.
Yeah.
So I was just like, and it's just, yeah, no, I agree. I can't argue with that at all. It just was not very good to me. Yeah, it just really wasn't. All right, so here's my next one. Now, if you've watched the movie, you've watched the movie. So if you know, you know. It was the first one was pretty good. And it sparked some other movies that had came out since then based on this movie. And then my next one is Problem Child 2, which came out in 1991. Now the first one was pretty good. I actually enjoyed the first one really a lot. When I watched the second one, yeah, I wanted to throw the TV out the window. It was just like, there's only so much you can really do. That's kind of like, it's not on my list. I don't know if it's on your list or not, but like the Home Alone movies, um, they were good. Like all of them were good. But
all of them
as
were
you
good
went
until they
on,
took Macaulay Culkin out.
yeah, as you went on, it was just like it got less and less.
Yeah.
And then of course, like you said, when we took Macaulay Culkin, I was like, yeah, there's just no, you can't beat the original. But yeah, so that one was kind of like that for me. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, have you?
Problem Child 2, yes, I have. And I agree. The first one was, I mean, it's like with every first running, they did such a phenomenal job with the first one that really they were just trying to find more nuisance for the second one to do, and it wasn't as funny.
Yeah, it's like only so much a minor can do. I mean, it's only so much a minor can do before you go to juvie. So I mean, it is what it is. All right, okay. So what's your next one?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stick with the comedy skit since that's where we're at right now. Jim Carrey, obviously, He's a running character in several of my movies. Phenomenal actress or actor, actress, phenomenal actor, can play damn near any role. But whenever you make a sequel and you don't include the starring role or the starring character, it's not going to be as funny. And that's what they did with The Mask. Whenever they made Son of the Mask, that was just retarded to me.
Yeah, it was horrible. I say horrible.
Horrible, he said.
Are you referring to Ace there, Tabby? He's a
Probably.
it's life alert. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, she
I'll
definitely
agree
was.
with you on that one, DK.
Yeah, my girl too was I would agree with that one as well. Yeah. I definitely would agree with that one as well. Okay, so all right, let's okay. Now this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, it irritated me. It seriously irritated me that they even did this one. Because it was poorly written. I think the casting was just god awful. They only had one original cast member from the previous two iterations of this movie. And I just think like I said, the whole thing from start to finish was just poorly written. And that is the next Karate Kid that came out in 1994. It was just horrible. I did not like it at all.
Not to sound sexist or anything, that was the one with the girl, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with her. I thought she I mean, for what it was, I thought she did a good job. Of course,
I
Mr.
never
Miyagi was there
watched
again.
Huh? I never watched that one. I mean, I was a Ralph Macchio fan.
Yeah.
Growing up because of the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And then whenever they did the remakes with Will Smith's boy
Jaden
Smith, and I can't think of who the hell played Jackie Chan. Thank you. That I enjoyed that one. But I mean, any of the other ones I didn't care to watch.
Yeah, I didn't like any of the other ones. Now they have a new one that's just came out
with Jackie Chan and
Ralph
Macchio.
So I'm kind of interested to see that one. And I think it's pretty cool because then Ralph Macchio was in the Netflix series Cobra Kai, which I need to get back into. I need to finish that series off. But yeah, what I've seen so far. I think I've seen the first 2 seasons. Has been really good. So I think that the storytelling could be. It's just one of those things that sometimes. And I'll be honest with you, Ace. When it comes to a lot of these movies that we're going to be talking about, a lot of the reasons why these movies flopped in their sequels because not only they changed casting, but they changed director.
Yes.
And so it just completely screwed up the whole entire franchise that could have been. And there's a lot of these that could have been really good. But it is what it is. Okay. So I think you're up next, right? Yes, because I just did the Karate Kid.
Yes. Once in a generation, a movie comes out and it just blows you the away.
Is this a movie trailer? What are you doing here?
Yes.
Once in a lifetime.
And that's what happened with this movie. When this movie came out, Gen Xers will remember this movie for the rest of their lives. And when they decided to make a sequel to it, it's was almost infuriating because one, they didn't have the same starting character in it, and two, it went on a direct. It took a direction of its own, and that is The Crow. The Crow 2 Wicked Prayer, it did not do the original justice in any sense of the word.
Yeah, I agree. That movie was I don't even know why. Like why? With the job that Brandon Lee did in that movie, was just freaking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the fact that he ended up passing away um during that movie. It just sucked. Because I thought he could have had a brilliant career. Maybe even better than his dad.
Maybe.
And that's what's really scary. That he could have actually had a maybe a better career, acting career than his father did. Because I love Bruce Lee. That was my dope. That was my dope boy. But yeah, Bruce Lee gave all those skinny guys a little chance to be tough. Uh,
Oh, you talking about when you was younger?
yeah, definitely when I was younger. Show ain't now. I'm more like Steven Seagal. Um,
All right.
Jesus, man, I'm like Steven Seagal up here now. Well, I ain't no Bruce Lee. What? But anyway, okay, all right. So let's move it. Let's move along. Now my next one was one of those where I absolutely loved the first one. I don't think there was anything they were going to be able to do unless they brought back the original cast for the second one. I don't think there was anything they were going to do that was going to change my mind and honestly, it didn't change it didn't come close to changing anybody else's mind. And so they just did a phenomenal job. After watching this actor in the first one, I became a huge fan of him. And since then, he's put out blockbuster after blockbuster after. I don't think he's put out one movie that has. There's one, at least one. I want to say I don't
So
think
I
he put
bet
out
you I
one
can
movie that
name
flopped.
one.
No, can't say that. But but even that movie, I actually kind of still like this because I'm a fan. But anyways, and that this movie it came out in 2006. The sequel to this movie came out in 2006, and that's National Lampoon's Van Wilder, The Rise of Taj. Horribly written. It was just horrible. Um, and it was one of those ones they got greedy, wanted to strike gold. Taj was a pretty pretty good main character in the first one, but the first one, I mean, was the main star was Ryan Reynolds, who did a phenomenal job in it. Like I said, after that movie, I that's when I first that was the first movie I ever seen with Ryan Reynolds. Loved his acting style, and ever since then, like I said, he's put out hit after hit. Only one that's definitely questionable is the Green Lantern. Um, and I just think that was just poorly written. I I think it was poorly executed. I'll put it that way. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that was mine.
Since we're bringing up superheroes, in all honesty, the movie wasn't that bad. I think a lot of it had to do with, like you said in Green Lantern, execution. I mean, if a superhero is supposed to have a sidekick, you have to do it so that he's actually a part of the process. And Batman and Robin, it, it was a decent movie, but it did not go with the franchise the way that some of the others did. And I have to say that it was a flop whenever it came to sequels.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like it was just the execution of it was horrible. I mean, there's no getting around that. I mean, they had because that was with George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, what's her name? Was it Silverman?
Yeah, Alicia Silverstone.
Silverstone. It had a pretty decent cast. Was that the one Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Mr. Freeze?
No,
No, that was who was the main villain? That was Poison Ivy and God, who was the main villains in that one? I can't remember now.
well, it might have been Mr. Freeze.
I could have sworn it was Mr. Freeze. I could have sworn it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, and what's her name? Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. But I can't remember. I could be wrong. There were so many freaking Batman movies that I can't remember who was all in what. Um, but I just thought that they completely missed the mark at what could actually potentially have been a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna say it was up there. I still think Michael Keaton is the Batman. I think close to that would be. Man, I'm tossed up between that one between Val Kilmer. I thought George Clooney did a decent job in a couple of those movies, but Michael Keaton is by far is my Batman. You know, we talk basketball, we talk about people say Michael Jordan's my GOAT, LeBron James my GOAT. No. Michael Keaton is my Batman. Okay, you don't get crazy.
And Val Kilmer comes in a close second for me.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job in his time playing Batman. I'm still on the fence with Robert Pattinson.
I have not yet seen that.
So the first one they did, which is it was called, I think it's just called The Batman, was decent. If you're not a huge, if okay, people say they like the Batman movies and they say they're a fan, but if you're not a comic book fan, then it really won't resonate with you. I'm a huge comic book fan. I used to collect comics all the time when I was younger, and I remember reading those. And that one gets back to the real Batman. And you might say, well, you know, Michael Keaton, but no, this one gets back to the real Batman because it's the real Batman. He's a detective, the greatest detective in the world, and that gets back to that part. But it has an element of past Batmans when he's just extremely violent. Like he is extremely violent, breaking bones and all kinds of stuff. And it's like comic book wise, it brings the kid back out in me. Because I love it because those are the ones that's the Batman I read about when I was a kid. And like I said, I'm still kind of on the fence on it. I thought he did a good job in the first one. I'm kind of waiting to see what the second one's going to be like before I really kind of just say, okay, I get with it. But yeah, that's just how I am. I know that's just how I am. I don't know. I guess if that makes sense.
Yes.
I guess. Okay. So where we at? Okay, so you just did Batman and Robin. Okay. Now this one came out. It doesn't seem like it came out this long ago, but it came out in 1993. Now, I want you to think about this, Ace. Think about 1993. All right. Think about around that time frame. Think about how
Last year I
movies were with
graduated.
CGI and all that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It wasn't like when we look at it now, you're like, oh my God, this is horrible. But you think about it back then, you're like, God, this is freaking insane. And this movie is one of those movies. Now, the two that came before this one, I'm okay with, especially the first one. This one it just felt like they were still trying to just get more out of it. They're just trying to squeeze every little bit of milk out of that coconut. And that was RoboCop 3.
Green.
Like when you think about it, like when you think about like all the action and all that stuff, especially the first one, you know, when he walked off in that warehouse and he got shot up and all that stuff and how they, you know, did all that stuff. Like, oh my God. And then they brought him back as the robot cop. And you know, all the things that would do like, oh my God, this is freaking insane.
Okay, hold up real quick.
Yeah.
riverside.fm/studio/Birdman's studio. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, somebody having trouble getting in, I take it?
Amber said that she is wanting to listen this time.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All she has to do is go there, like I said, and she gets to, yeah, I agree with you, DK. Some have been okay just because I am a Jurassic Park fan. And I think it's pretty likely that these idiot scientists are gonna probably try to do this, on a grander scale. They've already been doing it. But on a grander scale like this, they were already talking about hopefully by the end of either this year or next year to have their first couple of woolly mammoths walking the earth. So if they're talking about doing something like that with those animals, somebody's gonna get stupid and they're gonna create a dinosaur that they can't really do anything with. So I assume that this. I don't think the world's gonna end from a nuclear war. I think it's gonna end from idiot scientists creating animals that they can't control. That's it's just me.
And I didn't mind the Jurassic Park series. Um, I watched the first Jurassic World, where they came out with the mega T-Rex. I haven't seen anything past that.
The last couple with let's see, the one with the mega T-Rex, was that the first? No, that was not the first one. Chris Pratt was in. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, okay. So the ones that have had Chris Pratt in it, and I can't even think of her name. But anyways, the ones that have had those, I've actually enjoyed those. I think mainly not so much because of the dinosaurs, but I think mainly because of Chris Pratt. I freaking love him as an actor. I loved him in those. I loved him in the movies. Blue is probably by far. She makes me want to have a velociraptor, even though I know it'd probably eat me by lunch, but she makes me want to have one just to try it out. Just to say I gave it the old college try. But like that is like that's phenomenal. Like who wouldn't want I could put a leash on her. Hell, I could put a saddle on her. You know what I'm saying? We go walk down down the street. If there's anybody at the park that tries to say something, I'm like, hey, go eat him. Dinner time. But I'm sorry. I apologize. But I mean, I don't have a problem with those. But I do believe like the one, I think it was the third one, but Jeff Goldblum, was him, and I can't even think of her name. Um, but I really didn't care for that one. When they brought the doctor back, I think which was in Jurassic Park 4, whatever the name of that one was, and they brought the main character back when he was on that one. Or was that 3? I don't remember now. I can't remember which ones are which.
Yeah, they're the scenes are running together in my head too.
Yeah. So the one when they brought the doctor back was the one where they I think first finally introduced the what the heck? Oh Lord Jesus. What the ones that fly. Pterodactyl.
The pterodactyl.
Yeah. Now they had hinted around the pterodactyls in a couple of the other movies, but when they actually put the pterodactyls in the movie where they're attacking people, I want to say that was the third movie when they went into the enclosure or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one I did. I liked that one, but I didn't like I said the one when they brought Jeff Goldblum back when he was just the main character. I didn't really care too much for. It's just I think it mainly because of his voice. He has a certain speech pattern that if it's not in the right type of movie, the movie doesn't really do anything for me. If that makes sense.
I have to agree because the way he talks, it grates on my nerves. I'm like, dude, get to the point. It's like, I understand you're trying to be dramatic, but spit it out.
Like, but then is that true? Like, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
What did you just say? What did you say? I'm sorry, but it's just, I know but listen, we got to make our comments. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get more back into this worst movie sequels of all time right after of this.
Yeah. Drop. Gotcha. How are we doing, everybody? This commercial is brought to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby is an energy drink that you mix at home. Dubby is formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or no crash. So, their formula contains vitamins, amino acids, and neurotropics, including the patented neurofactor. There are no calories, no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial colors. So if you need something to give you the energy to take on the world, Dubby is what you need. Go to dubby.gg, that's DUBBY.GG to get yours today. Hey, as a special bonus to our followers, if you enter the promo code just Birdman Show, you would get 10% off of your first order. Hey, tell them the Birdman sent you. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That was horrible.
I'm sorry. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman. I was jamming a little bit. I apologize. I do apologize. That's my jam, though. Rapper Delight? What? That still goes hard now in the club. What you talking about? Anyways, it's your boy, the Birdman. That's Ace over there. This is the Birdman Show. You already know what to do, so why don't you go ahead and do it with us? That is right. We are back. We're still rocking and rolling, and we're talking about this crazy episode, which is worst movie sequels of all time. Hey, I was able to say it without saying Worcestershire sauce. Anyways, Ace, how you holding up so far with this episode here?
I'm doing great. I mean, looking at my list, knowing what's coming up, and not knowing what you've got on yours. I mean, we've only matched on one so far. And if I've matched any of yours, you haven't said anything.
You've gotten two of mine, actually.
Really?
Yes, you've gotten two of mine. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with some of these. Yeah, so I'm excited. I like these. I like doing these. Like we had a lot of fun, especially like I'm telling you, I keep referencing it, but you've got to go to our Patreon page and you've got to see our season 5 ending episode, which was one hit wonders of all time. And you go right there to patreon.com/the Birdman Show to check that out. I'm telling you, that was probably the most fun I'd had on an episode in a very long time, just because of thinking of just hearing the Aces list, throwing my list out there, hearing the list or the comments that people were putting in the chat it was fun. Like, it was so much fun just thinking about all those songs and the time frames and everything that was going on during those times. It was fun. So please definitely go check that out over on our Patreon page, because unfortunately you can't check it out on YouTube because they said, "No, you're playing music on there that's copyrighted," which, like I said, if you're a one-hit wonder, why would you have an issue with anybody bringing up your music? Whatever.
Hey, I mean, they're
They're
making money
making
off
money
of
off
us
of us.
playing that clip.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why anybody would have an issue. Like, I'd be if I found out that my music came up on somebody's podcast and they were talking about this and they're talking about it the way they were talking about it, I'd probably be tuning in. Like, hey, yeah, like, hey, I got some other ones that you probably never even heard me sing. Uh, but to release a whole new album,
We'll hear it for you.
you'd be on the Birdman Show soundtrack.
Give us copyrights, royalties.
There you go. We'll take royalties off of that. That's cool. All right, so we've been having some fun with this list so far. And so far we're definitely in agreement with a lot of these. So what is your next one, Ace?
I'm gonna go ahead and get into my blockbusters. I mean, we did 6 apiece, and that lasted us an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and start hitting my blockbusters. The first one, loved the first one.
Did you love the
I
first
mean,
one?
I sat there and I was like, I can do that. And I never tried. Well, I tried once and got shot down. So I was like, well, okay, I'll just go ahead and stay over here with the rest of the fucking nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, I don't know which part was more epic. The part where Booger just gets obliterated or obliterates Ogre in the burping contest. The part where I can't think of his name, but the main nerd gets the head
Eugene, was it?
cheerleader in the bounce house.
It wasn't Eugene, was it?
No, Eugene was. Oh no, it was Eugene.
I thought.
Yeah,
It sounds like
the
a
dark
great
haired
nerd
guy.
name.
Or if it was the ending, just the soundtrack of that movie imperialized that movie itself.
Yeah, I agree.
Welcome, Amber. But
I agree.
Revenge of the Nerds 2, Vacation or something like that.
Yeah, it was stupid.
No, I'm sorry. You cannot do better than what you did on the first one.
Yeah, I think it's you just you're kind of really shooting for the stars. Yeah, it's just like going someplace and
You got your first tattoo today.
oh, awesome, awesome. Now I will say this, Amber. I do apologize, and anybody who's having issues trying to get into the studio. Honestly, once you figure it out, it's really relatively easy to get in. Like I said, if you have the app and you download the app, you should. I mean, it's a little different for me because I've used I think every one of my devices to get into the studio, so they're already saved in there. So I have zero problems getting into the studio. So you should once you're able to get the app, you should just be able to go to the studio itself, no matter what we're doing. Anytime we're gonna be in the studio or whatnot, it's the same link, so you never have to change it. You never do it. You don't really have to do anything else to it. So it's just one of those things, and I'll try to figure out some things to try to help people with that. But it wasn't letting you in. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know. It's one of those it's tough because with me being, producing the studio, I have no idea what anybody's actually having issues with. So maybe we'll do an episode where we we talk about the difficulties of getting to the Riverside studio to watch the Birdman show. We just invite people on the show. So tell us,
Yeah,
what was your experience?
I had to give her the workaround where she goes to my beacons, opens with browser, and then clicks on the beacons button.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, I've had people who've tried doing that, and they've had more issues doing that. And I just gave them the link, and they just went straight to the link, and they were doing it. So I think it just kind of depends. It depends on. I think a lot depends on your device. It also depends on. I love you guys. Also depends on the operator. Um, some things are a lot easier than others, and some people, the complicated way seems like it's the easiest way for them because that's how their brain works. It just is what it is. I don't care how you get in here. We just want you guys in here because we have a great time. And I'm really looking forward to, and I can't say this enough. I'm really looking forward to our discussion panels that we're going to have coming up. We got women's mental health. There's another one I'm wanting to do. I don't know if I want to do it this season, but there's a possibility we will do it this season. Ace, not myself, Ace, myself, Carrie. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but we'll get into it and hopefully have some news for you guys. Okay, so you did Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
Okay, here's mine. I absolutely hated the sequel to this movie. Love the first one. They beautiful job with the first one. Great job. Absolutely freaking hated the second one. I thought it was the dumbest premise for it. I thought from start to finish, it was just trash. And I love the actress. I love her to death. She's freaking phenomenal. I've loved a lot of the movies she's played in, but this one just sucked. And that's came out in 2006, and that's Basic Instinct 2. I think they waited once again. That was like enough.
You can't do better than Kim Basinger. I mean, come on.
What?
Wasn't she in the first one?
No, it was Sharon Stone.
That's Sharon Stone.
What?
They're both hot. I mean, it was the oh god, it was the fucking leg flip. Yep.
What? Say, yeah, can't do better than Kim Basinger. Like, I agree. But wrong movie. But I thought in the first one, Sharon Stone was phenomenal. I mean, she had the epic beaver scene. Yes.
At that age?
Yes. Yeah. The fact that she could even do that with her legs. Like the fact that she could do that with her legs and not have a hip pop out of place, that was to me impressive. Like I didn't even care about it. I had to rewind it. Somebody point out, hey, you just missed what I was like, man, did you see what she did with her hip? Like, I do that now, man, and my leg falls off. Like I have a prosthetic or something, and it's not. I have a real leg. I don't have a prosthetic. I don't have none of that. It's real, but it will fall off as if I do. But no, I just thought the second one was trash, from start to finish. It was just horrible. I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch that one?
Yes. And I completely agree. The second one did not even come close to matching what we witnessed in the first.
Yeah, it didn't. It just was not good at all. I'm sorry, and I love you, Sharon. I know you're not watching this, but if someone happens to watch this and knows Sharon Stone, I love you to death. I do. You're a wonderful actress, wonderful woman. And from all rights, interviews and everything I've seen from you, you seem like a wonderful human being. That was a poor choice.
Yes.
That was a poor choice. We need to rethink some things. So, but yeah, love you. Love you. Mwah, mwah, love you. Okay, what's your next one, Ace? I don't like that look.
I actually made it through this whole movie expecting it to get better. After the first one, I've got a small crush on the lead actress. Always have. I don't know what it is, but there's something about her that just it fascinates me. And I can't think of a single movie that she's been in that I haven't tried to watch. Um,
Betty White.
no, close. She was in a movie with Betty White.
You cannot make this stuff up.
She seriously was, and she sang from the window of the wall.
But yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. That, yeah, yeah. They add, yeah,
um,
Scarlett Johansson's my first like movie star crush. This woman is my second.
yes. Um, Speed. When you watch Speed, you're on the edge of your seat. You're wanting to you're I mean, you're like right there with them. Trying to keep that bus at 50 miles an hour. They're taking the exit, they ramp a break in the highway. I mean, it's just it was a phenomenal movie. Speed 2, Cruise Control. That was just stupid.
First of all, they screwed up with the title. That was what?
I mean, she was on a cruise.
I get what you're saying, but it was still stupid.
Yes, but I mean, I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt, and like I said, I watched it all the way to the end, waiting for it to get better, and it never did. So yes, Speed 2 was a flop, in my opinion.
Yeah, I almost think that no, no, I was gonna try to help you out there, Sandra, but I can't.
I mean, the
Uh,
best part about Speed 2 was that Sandra Bullock was in it.
yeah, that was the only good part about Speed 2. And I don't even think Keanu Reeves could have helped save that movie. I just think
I no.
it was just poor. It was a poor premise. It was definitely poorly executed. It was just poor all around. Like it was soup kitchen poor.
Yes.
Um, like it was poor. Anyways, yeah, I agree. I didn't like it at all. I could barely stomach getting through all that, but it is what it is. All right, you ready for my next one?
Let's go.
Now this one, like, it's hard. This is one of those ones. Like, it was. I knew once I heard they were coming out with the second one. It was gonna be hard for them to even remotely top the first one. It was just gonna be hard. Like the storyline in it was phenomenal. It's another comedic movie. But everything in it was just phenomenal. From start to finish. And it was just I knew it was gonna be tough for them to kind of top that, even come close to it. And it definitely fell short of the mark. This movie came out in 1994, and that is One Major League Two. Um, the Wild Thing. I'm telling you, man, the first one was just phenomenal. I love the first one. The first one is a cult classic. And the second one, I just thought it was just another one of those ones where they thought they did so well with the first one. Let's go ahead and dip back into the well and do
Capitalize
another
on it.
one. And I just think it fell well short.
Yep. I agree. 100%.
Yeah,
I
I mean, there's
mean,
not much you can say else.
it was an epic moment whenever you're sitting there and they called to the fucking bullpen and Charlie Sheen comes walking out of the fucking bullpen, across the fucking field, Wild Things playing. He's got his big old glasses on. I mean, that was just that was epic. And you can't top that.
No, it's difficult to try to top that. Like I said, they did such a phenomenal job on the first one. The actors from the director all the way to the actors to everything. It was just a phenomenal. They did a phenomenal job, and so Yeah, that's why I hated it. Anyways, what's your next one?
My next one, again, I watched the whole movie. It for what it was, it wasn't terrible, but when you watch the first one and the cast that was in the first one is is what made the movie. And then you come back years later, and whenever I say years, I mean years. We're talking like 10 years difference in between the original, if not more. I want to say it might have been more between the original and the sequel, and tried to capitalize on that. And then it's just a show where he's traveling all across America to find a wife because he has to get married, or he cannot be the king of Mundo or whatever. You're muted.
King of Zamunda.
Zamunda. That's what it is. Coming to America too. The original was phenomenal. And then, I mean, you've got the same two guys, Eddie Murphy and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, Arsenio.
I missed that movie. Was that released on freaking Tubi?
It was the Wish version.
Yeah, that was on that free TV Tubi, man. That's what that wasn't even Timu, that was Tubi. Wow.
But yeah, you got Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall playing the same 5 characters throughout the whole movie. And the only thing that they're doing is trying to find him a wife. And it was I thought it was boring compared to the first one. I thought it was boring.
Yeah,
Hello, my neighbor.
I had
You.
Yeah, right.
Yes. You too.
Yeah, I had some expectations. They weren't a lot because of the fact that it was so far apart. I guess there was more curiosity than it was expectations. I think I would safely say better than that. Because like I said, number one, it was so far apart. Number two, it was like my thing was I was really wondering what the premise of this movie was gonna be. Like what are y'all going after? What is this? And then it just completely just yeah, it was definitely underwhelming. Um so yeah, I totally agree with that. I didn't like it at all. All right, you ready for my next one? You'll get a kick out of this one.
I'm gonna piss Amber off with my number one. I know I am. I love you, sis. I do, but I'm definitely gonna piss you off. Probably more than just you, but definitely you. So yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, my like this one came out in 2017. All right. For the most part, I love the movie. Not this one. I love the franchise in which they've made movies off of. But this one was just after the first one, they should most definitely have not revisited this ever in human life. This should have been something that well after humanity is gone and someone visits this planet and they're able to pick up a DVD. This should have been, the first one and hopefully not this one. But the name is you're gonna know the name. But like I said, this one came out in 2017, and that is Tyler Perry's Boo 2, Medea's Halloween.
Spit on myself.
I saw that.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan.
I know.
The whole Medea series, I didn't care for him.
Now I'm gonna tell you why the Medea is Medea is so popular. And I know for me why it was, but I'm gonna tell you why it's so popular because it's I don't want to say it's a black culture thing. Because I've seen other races that had those same type of grandmother's mother type figures. But the Medea character reminds me so much of my grandmother. And a lot of the mannerisms, a lot of the sayings, a lot of like go ahead and try if you want to, but I'm from the streets, you know what I'm saying? And like the whole thing, like, and I've seen, the same type of dynamic within the Latino community. And even hell, even in the white community, hey, there's some of the mamas out there that they'll pop you real quick now. So it's not a race thing. It's just that type of motherhood type grandmother type vibe that you get from her that it for me when I watched them, kind of transported me back sometimes with things my grandma used to do. So I think that's why it is somewhat popular. But the thing is, for me, with Tyler Perry, I never could take him seriously as an actor. And he's played some serious roles. He played the main character, Alex Cross, which I thought it was a good movie, but I didn't like him as the main character because there were times where he would talk and you could hear Medea.
Right, right.
And like I think Tyler Perry is a pretty decent actor. I don't have a problem with him as being an actor, and he's produced a lot of great movies and shows. But it's just like I can't take him seriously because of those roles.
But
But
yet
yeah, I
that's
think he
always
does a
your
phenomenal
go-to
job
answer during trivia.
because it's just funny to me. Because I know 100% he's not, except for one time, he's not ever going to be in one of those categories.
Yeah. The one time you
So
weren't there, we actually had a Tyler Perry question.
yeah, so I mean, that's what it was. It was the spirit saying, "Hey, he's not here. He's here in spirit." But yeah, that was mine. Medea's Halloween. So yeah, there we go. What's your next one?
I'm going to stick with the same premise: men dressing up as women.
Oh boy, I already know where this is going.
The first one, I wasn't sure how to take it. It was funny. I mean, you've got Martin Lawrence, and he's a hell of a actor, and seeing him dress up as Big Mama, the first one was fantastic. Anything past that just got stupid. So I don't know how many Big Mama's houses they made, but anything past the original to me was it three? Yeah, anything
Yeah, I'm pretty
past
sure it was
the
three.
first one was just it was redundant to me.
Yeah, because you had Big Mama's house, you had Big Mama's house two, and then you had Big Mama's like father, like son.
Oh yeah, that you're right. You are
Yeah,
right.
so Big Mama's house. I can't remember when that came out, but Big Mama's house two came out in 2006, and Big Mama's house, like father, like son, came out in 2011.
So I take it they're on your list.
Well, I mean, I've got the full list that I have. I have a list that I just copied on, so I had a piece of paper in front of me. But then I have the actual full list over here on my iPad, so I can kind of go back and look for it. That way, just in case you do hit one of mine, I can just go to another one.
Gotcha. Well, the only reason why I was asking is because you're giving dates.
Yes, yes. I mean, yes, definitely. And actually, the way I was gonna do this whole production value of what I was gonna do. I was gonna screen share. It's gonna have the actual the poster for the movie, the date, a little synopsis of the movie and everything. And I was like, no, because then if we hit the same ones, then that's gonna be pretty pointless to do that. So I'll do some post production stuff and add that stuff in later.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. So let's move it along. Let's move along. Okay. So you went with Big Mama's house. Now, was this big? You're doing Big Mama's house too?
Anything past the
Anything
first.
past the first.
Okay, anything past first. Okay, so that's just 2 and like Father Like Son, which 100% were freaking garbage. I'm sorry, just they were. They were garbage. Okay, so mine now I'm taking it from the comedy. We're gonna go action. Okay, we're going action now. All right, now this one, if you watched the first one, then you know, 100%. Um, if you haven't seen the second one, not really missing that much. I understand what they were kind of going for with the casting of the second one. But at the same time, it was like, you probably should just kind of left that alone. And this one came out in 1999, and that is Universal Soldier: The Return. Um, which I love the first one. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, was in that. It was in the first one. They went back with Jean-Claude Van Damme, but then they kind of jumped on the back of success of one of the other co-stars, in his other career, which was in the WWE, and that was Bill Goldberg, who came in and he was just tore wrestling up. He just tore it off his hinges. He also starred in that movie, and I think with Jacques Van Dam and with Goldberg, they were trying to, like, I guess, I don't know what they were trying to do. Whatever they're trying to do, they missed the mark.
Yes.
'Cause he was just it really just wasn't that good. The first one was pretty good, and when I say pretty good, I mean, it wasn't awful, um, but it wasn't, "Yay, I'm gonna go watch this 500 times." It wasn't one of those ones for me, but it still was a good movie compared to the second one. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
I completely agree. Um, Whenever I was a huge Dolph Lundgren fan growing up, and he plays a hell of a bad guy. And whenever I mean, I love Goldberg. I mean, Goldberg was one of my favorite wrestlers, and I couldn't take him seriously as an actor. He just that role did not fit him.
Yeah, I just like I said, and I tell anybody when it comes to stuff like that, like, if you're a superstar. Like, I don't know why you would listen to me because you're a superstar. I'm not. But it, you really have to be careful about roles that you decide to take, especially if you have success in a different industry and now you're breaking into another one. Be very careful about those roles because those are sometimes, like, even after he came back from that role, his role in the WWE didn't seem like it was the same.
Mm-mm.
So, like, I don't know. I just better life choices, people. Better life
There's
choices.
only one person that I could think of that went from the WWE, made a career acting, and still has somewhat of a reputation in the WWE.
Yeah, The Rock.
Yeah.
I think John Cena is close, but not The Rock status.
Some of the roles that he's taken on, though, I mean, it's John Cena,
Yeah.
and some of the roles that he's taken on just don't fit his persona.
Yeah, but the thing about him is it's kind of, and you look at The Rock, and you think, okay, they're both similarly built. I mean, The Rock's taller than him, of course. But it's just like, I'm gonna tell you the thing that's surprising me about John Cena is how actually incredibly funny that dude is. Now The Rock, I mean, you can kind of see it somewhat, but his gimmick in WWE was kind of corny when he first came in. But The Rock, like, you knew he was funny. With his promos, he cut, his WWE and all that stuff. You knew he was funny. You knew he could make the jump because he was just the phenomenal one. Um, but you could tell, and like I said, when it comes to a lot of, it's just, yeah, that Universal Soldier, The Return was not a good role for Goldberg. He could have done something else. He's done some other things since then, but nothing like to that extent. So yeah, I mean, I just I didn't like it. Okay, so what's your next one?
My next one, I'm gonna have to go. Love the franchise. Love almost every movie in the franchise. Some of them got a little corny, but this one, I just I could not wrap my head around this one. And if you've seen this movie, then you will know by the part that just completely threw me off. Because I mean, you have to remember, I'm a kid, teenager, watching this movie, and I could not wrap my head around the human faced Rottweilers. So my next worst sequel of all time has to go to Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah, it was not
I could
great.
not get behind that one. Now, whenever they came out with 3, they got back on track. But I did not like Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And this was one of the ones that is a personal bad sequel for me that I did not find on any list.
Yeah, Amber's
I
giving me the
might
eyes.
too.
Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot for me either. I can definitely see it. I mean, I love the franchise. Don't get me wrong. Definitely love the franchise. But I mean, like with anything, I mean, you're trying to replicate the success you had with the movie that happened before that, and you continue to try to do that. Now they got off the rails, they got off the path a little bit, but then they were able to bring it back. And I thought they
Yes.
did a good job with that, moving forward with the franchise. But yeah, that one just didn't do that much for me. Still like the movie, but nah. Um, all right, now you ready for this? Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, I forgot I did something different, so to try to help out.
I know.
When we come back from break, like the first one I'm gonna hit you with, you're gonna be like, oh wow. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna be right back with more of the Birdman Show right after this. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Birdman from the Birdman Show, here to let you know that we are now
powered by Riverside FM.
That is right. The Birdman Show is back on Riverside FM with one of the easiest ways to create a podcast.
It's him.
Riverside has amazing editing tools and an unmatched. What is up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman from the Birdman Show. I don't know what the heck I was about to say.
Birdman 2? Hey, it's a sequel.
Yeah, it's definitely the sequel or something. I don't freaking know. But anyways, we're here. It's the Birdman Show of the Birdman. That's Ace. You already know what we do, so go ahead and do it with us. That is right. We're back here. We're doing just like the Birdman, like how we always do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Amber got booted. Okay. Obviously you're
Welcome
back.
back.
But anyways, yes, we are back. And we are talking once again about worst movie sequels of all time. And as for those who've been here the whole time, this is spanning across a bunch of different decades. We're kind of going back and forth. There's no real actual like construction to the list. It's just we're just throwing the worst movie sequels out there. But anyways, I am joined, of course, with one of my co-hosts, Ace. Ace, how are you holding up so far with this list?
I am doing great. I mean, you haven't mentioned many that I haven't seen and that were on lists that I had looked through, just didn't put down. But yeah, I've still got a couple of humdingers coming up, and a couple that people probably don't really give out about.
Probably. All right. Well, let's keep this bad boy moving. Okay, so here's my next one. Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
Now, I love the franchise, and I know I'm gonna put this movie, actually movies on this list. But I do love the franchise. It's a great franchise. I find myself watching any number one of these movies at any given time, especially now, just because they are good fun. But it's one of those. This is one of those movie franchises where you can only do you can only do the same thing so many times before it gets really, really, really old. And that's Police Academy
I knew it.
4 through 7.
I knew it.
4 through 7. I could technically throw 3 in there, number 3.
Yeah.
I could say 3 through 7. But 3 was it was decent enough to where I was like, I'll leave it off there. 4 through 7 were almost unbearable. And I think because of the way they came out, because let's see, I see 4, I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah. Police Academy 4 came out in 87. Police Academy 5 came out in 88. 89 was Police Academy 6, and then no, is that right? Yeah, I mean that one came out right, but I thought I guess maybe not. I guess the last one was in 1994, which was Police Academy Mission to Moscow. Um those were horrible. like like you can only do so like what's his name? The black guy with all the voices.
I know who you're talking. I can't think of his
But
name.
like he can only make so many different sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that was funny after the first 2 movies, but then after that, it's like I could stomach the third one, but after that, it's like, come on, bro. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree, because I don't think that I saw anything past the third one, because I was in the same position. It's like, okay, it was funny in the first one, it was bearable in the second one, it was all right in the third one, but when they came out with another one, I was like, I barely finished the third one. Why would I watch a fourth one? So I have to agree with you. It's one of those that they overdid when they should have moved on to something else. Mahoney. No, Mahoney was
the main character.
Was the white guy with black hair.
Yeah, he's the main character. The one always getting in trouble.
Yes.
Proctor was the complete idiot. The lieutenant's little pet project, I guess. I don't know what the freaking I call it. Like, I don't know.
I'm surprised I remember Mahoney.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of put them out of my mind. After a while, I kind of put them out there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's my next one. Okay. Now, this movie could have been so good, and I mean, it could have been so good, but it didn't even fall short. Like it didn't even make it out of the starting block. I don't even think it got out off the team van and stretched to get in the race. That's how far back this one fell. And this one came out in 1997. Like I said, it could have been. I'm a huge fan of you know, uh, I'm a huge fan of the franchise. And I think up until recently, they hadn't been able to bring this movie really give this movie justice, and that's Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Um, Up until recently, I'm a huge fan of the video game series. Like it's like if you do it kind of like that, like the storylines in the video game are freaking phenomenal.
Yes.
Like just don't do anything extra. Just do that. Like
Mhm.
just use the same dialogue. Just do that. Bring it to the screen. Do that, and you're golden. I'm talking about. It didn't even matter that how many people have played the game. If you just bring that same dialogue, put the actors in to do that, they don't have to work. They just got to do that. I'm telling you, you're selling millions, if not billions. You're making some money. But I just thought that the second one, the Annihilation, the first one was decent. I didn't mind the first one. I thought it was actually pretty good, but that second one, I was like, why? And like I said, the newest ones they came out with, yeah, those are bang. Those are bang. Like,
I watched the first one just because it was on, and I played Mortal Kombat whenever I was younger. I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and see what's going on. I mean, I always played Sub-Zero, and it was a decent movie, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh damn, I mean, they come out with a second one, I'm gonna watch that bitch. But I mean, like I said, it was a decent movie. It didn't make me want to start watching video game themed movies from that.
no, I'm the same way. Now here's the crazy thing about it. This movie came out in 1997. I was a freshman in college, 1997, right? I did not watch that movie until I was actually on my first deployment to Iraq in 2000 in 2005.
I got you beat.
Yeah, what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying that is the only reason why I watched it was because I was looking for a movie, and the movies that were like, because we go to over there, they have this place called the Bazaar. I don't know if anybody really knows what that is, but it's basically it's just like it's like a swap meet, or like something like that you'd go to where you can just pretty much they have vendors there, you can buy anything. Well, I've bought like box sets of like movies and series. I bought the whole Smallville series, seasons 1 through 10. 1 through 10. I paid $60 for them. And seasons 1 through I'm gonna say 1 through 6. I think it's 1 through 6. They're like multiple seasons are on like 3 or 4 discs. Like the whole season. Like season 1 is like on 1 disc. So like it's crazy how they do that stuff. And it's great. It's almost like you're watching it on TV anyway. So yeah, so that's where I was in there, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I haven't." I was like, "I remember this came out. Like, I haven't seen it. I'll go ahead and get it." I paid 50 cents for it, and went home and ended up using it as target practice when I went out to the range next time. Um, it was that bad. It was really that bad. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Garbage. Anyways, go ahead. What's your next one?
um, the first one, phenomenal, a classic. I mean, I'm taking it back to the 70s here. Classic. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, Grease. Classic. And then they remake it. That's all
Yeah.
they did was they remade it and called it Grease 2.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was.
you kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Love Johnny Depp. Did not like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You don't with the classics, and that's basically what they did with this one. Is they tried to remake it and put a 2 behind it.
Yeah, it was not good at all. And I love me some Michelle Pfeiffer. I love some Michelle Pfeiffer. That's my girl, but that was not a very good movie. Not at all. They went from driving cars to riding motorcycles and going to the bowling alley. And Michelle Pfeiffer singing backstage of the talent show as she's trying to do props. Talking about she needs a smooth rider. I need a smooth rider. Like, I watched the movie, and I love the Grease movies. I love all those movies that came out about that time. And so yes, a lot of those songs still stick in my head. So even a movie that I didn't really care for too much, I can still remember a lot of the songs that are on there. But yeah, it's just that was the first one, bro. The first one. Oh my God. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. The songs in it, the dialogue, just everything about it was phenomenal. Almost had me believing in 30 and 40-year-olds were actually in high school. Um Had me thinking I was underdeveloped. Like, like what's going on here? Well, why do I look like that?
I want to go to Rydell High.
What kind of cafeteria food they got?
Beer.
But yeah, right. But yeah, it's just like there were so many classics. There are so many classic scenes in that movie. There's I don't understand why they even remotely thought they were going to be able to do anything with that movie. There's just I just don't understand. I just don't get it. But yeah, I completely agree. Okay. All right, so you ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I love the first one of this movie. I love the first one. This was a franchise. This is another franchise we're gonna be talking about here. Absolutely, by far, love the first one. There was only one other one that they made that I liked only, and when I say I liked it, it was only because it was comical as all get out. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be, but I don't care. It was funny. It was funny to me. And that's all that matters. But this one and I need to relook. I want to make sure I have the actual year it actually came out, which was oh, there it is. This came out in 1994. I thought it was a lot older than that, but I guess it's not. But this one came out in 1994. Like I said, absolutely love the first one. Hated every single one of them after this, except for the one I said I liked. That was it's comedy, and that's Leprechaun 2.
Yes.
Those movies after the first one were absolute garbage.
They were. I agree.
The one I said that I liked because it was just comical to me was Leprechaun in the Hood. Anytime you take a movie like that and you put it in a hood with black people, it's going to be comedy. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you is. I don't care what you think. It's gonna be comedy, and it did not disappoint. Ice-T had me rolling in that movie, The Leprechaun, going in there, and I'm talking about them black. I almost said a different word, but them black people.
Oh fuck!
I had to catch myself. There. Woo. Anyways,
You almost went to the hood.
Yeah, I almost went to the hood right there. All the memories start flooding back. Man, I'm telling you, that movie has me. If you've never seen Leprechaun in the Hood, I'm telling you, that movie you got to watch. It'll have you in stitches. He was cracking me up in that one. But anyways, every movie after that was horrible. I just didn't. I couldn't stomach to watch them. Still can't stomach to watch them. And I just did not like it.
All right, my next one. How much time we got? About 15 minutes. We're still.
Yeah, I
My
say
next-
let's do 3 more each, and then we're gonna start wrapping things up.
Okay. My next one. The first one. It was the first POV movie that actually hit the theater, and I actually went to the theater and watched it. Watching it at the theater, it was a hell of a lot different than watching it on your TV, because you've got the noises behind you and shit, and something's creeping up, and you actually feel that shit in the theater. This was whenever it was perceived that it was a real life event. Come to find out, it was not. It was just the way that it was perceived, and it was the highest grossing movie of all time per budget. Now, what I mean by that is what it cost to produce this movie, they made hand over fist, because it only cost like $36,000 to produce this movie. And they made millions on this movie. And that's Blair Witch. Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows. They should have let the kid die in the corner in the first one, and not tried to bring something else into it that had nothing to do with the original. So
I agree with 100%. I thought the Book of Shadows somebody should have put it in the light a long time ago, because that should have stayed
the
in
light
the shadows.
meaning the fire.
100%. That's exactly what I meant. The fire, because that was horrible. Like, that didn't make no sense to me whatsoever. And like I said, once they came out with the second one, I was like, oh, so y'all was just straight, y'all was bull jiving us on the first. Okay, I see what you're doing. I mean, that's kind of like the Paranormal Activity series. Like the first 3 or 4 of them, 2 or 3 of them were actually really good. After that, I'm kind of like, okay, that's not one of them on my list. It's not on my list, because I still think even the Paranormal Activity, all of them still do better than some of the ones we've had on this list. So yeah, but yeah, that was just that movie. They shouldn't have. No, they shouldn't have. Okay, so we're down to what? That was your third one. Your third one. Well, your first of 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now this one. Here's. Let me just say it. Okay, so this movie came out in 1999. All right. Now I'm saying this because this movie frustrated me. It really did. It frustrated me. And then the one that's on my list ties into this one. The one that my second one is going to tie into this one. But this one is just it irritated me. It just irritated me, and that's The Ring 2. And it came out, like I said, in 1999. I was like, how much water did this fool drown in that she keeps coming like like what?
Let me guess. The Grudge 2 is the other one.
No, but you'll understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It just irritated me. That's all I gotta say about that. I can't do anything else with that one. It just I don't know. You've seen that one, haven't you?
Yes.
So you understand what I'm saying.
Yes. The first one, I don't scare whenever it comes to horror thrillers, movies like that. The first one, it was kind of creepy seeing her crawl out of the fucking TV. Come fucking across the floor.
Look, first of all, listen. I don't normally don't say a lot about this, but if you notice something in that movie, that whole series, it's like something in that whole series. There's very little, if any, black people in that movie or the series. And that's because as soon as the first time that thing flickered like that, she'd have came up. As soon as she lifted her head up, she'd have been like,
Where's everybody go?
door would have been swung open. Hey, I'm saying, man, there'd been that one scene. That movie would have lasted 5 minutes. You'd have had more time with the opening credits and the previews than you would have watching that movie. Hey, hey, I don't care if it's a movie or not.
Can't with you,
bro. I'm just telling you, I don't care if it's a movie. I couldn't have been an actor in that movie. They couldn't have had my black tail in that movie. They could not, because as soon as they be like, okay, now you're gonna sit here. All right, Tim, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit here, and then she's gonna start coming out the TV. I'm like, I got you, Bob. I got you. As soon as they, you'd have seen a puff of smoke like you see in the cartoons, and you seen the outline of my body in the wall. I wouldn't even went through the door. I went through the wall, bro. You see, I'm like, it's just a movie. It's just an actor. I'm like, nah, I don't care. You keep carrying over there.
facts.
I'm sorry. My blackness just would not allow me to be in a movie like that. I'm sorry. My senses. My blackie senses.
My next movie. The first one, hilarious. Just his demeanor. When it comes to fuck, I totally just lost his name. He was married to
Right. Are you thinking
Pamela
or
Anderson.
Are you constipated? What's going on here?
He was married to Pamela Anderson. Not Tommy Lee, but
oh wow. Bro, you're just gonna have to do the movie. I'll probably think of it once you say the movie.
Yeah. But I can think of several movies he was in. I just can't think of his fucking name. But he could not have done this role any more justice than what he did. And to come back and do a sequel when the kid grows up, just it did not do the movie justice. And that's Bad Santa.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, he was in Rocket Farmer. He was in Bad Bears.
Yeah.
It was not coming to me. I knew it was a three name, but Tommy Lee Jones was the only thing that was coming to my mind. But yeah, Bad Santa 2 just was not what it should have been.
No, the first one had me dying. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, that first one, man. I don't think I could. I'm so glad I watched it on DVD because I had to pause it a lot of times. There's a lot of times I had to pause it. But okay, so I'm gonna do a couple honorable mentions real quick. One definitely is gonna have to be wow, I forgot that quick. I should have wrote that down. Yeah, I should have wrote that down. Okay. I won't do an honorable mention. I will say go to our Patreon page. Subscribe to our Patreon page because I'm pretty sure I'll come back and do an honorable mention later. Anyways, my next one, because my first one is actually there's two movies that's gonna go to my number one spot. But my next one is like I said, it's tied to the movie we just talked about. I talked about Ring 2 is Rings, plural Rings. It came out in 2017. It was horrible. I mean, horrible on so many different levels. And like this is one of the reasons why I was kind of going for the production value of having the actual movie trailer like posters up there. Because it has her standing there with her hair all down and everything, and it says, "You watch first. You watch it. First you watch it, then you die." Rings, and that was yeah. And I, I'm like, at this point in time, you might as well jump off in the well with this little heifer. Like the why y'all keep going back? Like, bro, like I don't know. It was frustrating. It was a real letdown. After that, and the honorable mention I was going to talk about was do you realize they made a the Ring
Ringu.
Girl versus the Grudge?
Did they
Did they
really?
really? Yeah, it was a Japanese filmmaker that did it. It's out there. But it they kind of was going off actually what here's the fun thing about it. It was actually started off as a joke. They started off as a joke when they said they were gonna do it, and it started gaining traction from fans, and so they actually ended up going ahead and making it. But it was a Japanese filmmaker. They made it. I was gonna try to see if I could find it at some point in time. I might still try to see if I can find it, but yeah, that was it. All right, what's your next one? Bad.
This is my last one. This is the one that's going to piss people off. And I, quite frankly, don't fucking care. I'm Gen X, and this never should have happened. I'm just saying. We grew up watching specific movies. We loved said movies. And then when we grow up, they decide to make prequels to these movies with CGI that there's no way they could tie into these movies. I tried watching one and I couldn't. Call me old school, call me committed to what the fuck I grew up with, call me whatever you want. When it comes to Star Wars, anything other than the 3 original Star Wars movies, I can't get behind. I mean, on my list, it had like episode 7 or 8 or Anakin something or other. Like, I don't even remember which one it said. And I was like, fuck that. Anything besides New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Sorry. I don't care for him.
Yeah, I can understand why you would think you'd probably irritate a lot of people with that. Um, I was on that boat for a while, until I actually did what George Lucas said and watched them in the order that you're supposed to watch them in, and so many things made so much more sense. Like it really did. Now I will say this: I am not a fan of the last three, or is it the last two? No, three. Um, the latest ones, the last ones. I am not much of a fan of those at all. I don't think that they really the story that they tried to tell with that was just not very good. I think unfortunately they were trying to push the lead female character too much, and they didn't develop her at all. Um, I thought they did really well with episodes. Um, what was it? 4, 5, and 6. I thought they did fairly well with those with the ones with telling the early story of Darth Vader, which is Anakin Walker with Hayden. What was that?
But 4, 5, and 6 was the
Seven, 1, 2, and
originals.
3.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. Because like I said, I forgot the order. Um, but I thought they did really well with the storytelling of those. Um, there was a lot. I felt there was a lot more background in 1, 2, and 3 than there was in 4, 5, 6. As far as really getting kind of get to know everything's going on. Now I will say this: George Lucas is that whole franchise. They do a pretty good job. Especially if you have like Disney Plus and you're able to watch like the Star Wars, like the whole thing they have in there, like all the different like series and everything like that are pretty darn good. And not that big fan of the accolades. But it was decent enough. I don't think it's gonna be back for season 2, but it was decent enough. Ahsoka, oh my god, that was nice. Mandalorian, oh, I became a huge Mandalorian fan after that. But anyway, sorry. I digress. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from for that. So I can't really argue with that. I also can see why that would irritate quite a few people. Okay. So I originally was gonna go with the set of 2 movies. But I decided not to because I just don't want to get into them. It trust me, you don't want to get into them. Now you talked about pissing off some people, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, mine that I'm gonna go with might. But I don't care because to me, compared to the other ones, this
Trash.
was not good at all. Not good at all. Um, this one came out in 1995. And as much as I love the franchise, I did not love this movie. And that was Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers. I did not like the storytelling of that movie at all. Um, Now that one to me did the exact same thing as they did with Nightmare on Elm Street. They had at least one movie in there that it got completely off the rails. And then they were able to bring it back. And I think they did a very good job of bringing it back. The other one I could have put in there was Jason X.
Well, with
With
with Friday the
Friday the
13th,
13th,
they just
they just
overdid that.
did that one. Yeah. That was the whole like everything after that was just now the only way they really got the only one I really liked that they brought it back to was Freddy versus Jason.
That one,
That one,
I actually like that.
like that one. Yeah, I actually like that one. It still wasn't that believable to me because they had a black girl in there. Uh,
Maybe she was Puerto Rican.
no, it was what's her name? Michelle from Destiny's Child.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. See, no. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just couldn't get behind it, man. I couldn't get behind it. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, I don't even want to watch this. Really, I don't think I want to watch it. But I'm gonna watch it though.
Ain't
But
nothing real about this shit.
yeah, this
There's
ain't
a
even
sister
real.
in there.
Yeah, this ain't even real, bro. You would have had me if it had been, what I'm saying, somebody else. But you, come on, bro. This ain't even real. I believe all the other ones, but I don't believe this one. I don't believe this one. Anyways,
Nope, ain't doing it.
miss me with that. Anyways, that is our list for worst movie sequels of all time. Like I said, definitely in the comments while you're watching this right now. When you're watching this later, let us know what yours are. Let us know what you think of our list. What ones you would add if you were able to be on this episode. And speaking of being on this episode, most definitely don't forget that if you want to join the Birdman Show and be a part of the studio audience, all you have to do is go to this website right here, and that's riverside.fm/studio/Birdman's hyphen studio. That's Birdman with an S at the end hyphen studio to become a member of the live audience. It's a blast, and like I said, when you're able in the studio, you have a live call-in feature, so you can actually call into the show and be part of the show itself. So that's one of the main reasons why we're really trying to push everybody over. That is another good one. Both those movies, Amber and Tabby, Crank 2, I thought they could have done a better job with writing that. and then Porky's 2. Porky's the first. Oh my freaking god! I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. We'll say that for the recap.
Porky's was phenomenal.
Oh my god, the scene in the principal's office after the shower incident was probably by far
where she tries to pull it out.
when she said, "We'll get a police sketch artist." When they're saying like we'll put the boys in a lineup, and then the other guy comes in and says, I think I have a solution. I'm not getting into it right now. No, we're not doing it. We'll say that for the recap. But yes, that's another great one. Good job, Tab. Thank you for bringing that to my memory. That movie just was screaming with freaking Lassie. Yeah, just get up to the equipment room.
Lassie. We're not getting into it right now, Tabby.
Oh Jesus, that just
why did
had
they call
so
her
many.
Lassie?
Yeah. No, just get to the equipment room. You'll find out. Yeah, but don't forget tomorrow night. Speaking of the recap, don't forget tomorrow night that we'll have the Birdman Show recap at 6 p.m. Central Time over on my TikTok profile, which you can see right there on my name, which is at Birdman Show over on TikTok. Join us for that. Ace, you want to tell them about your trivia night, or you want to play?
Go ahead and play the video.
We're gonna play the video. We're gonna get aggressive here, people.
Where the you been?
Hey, dang, you trying to rob somebody?
How are we doing, everybody? My name's Ace from the Birdman Show. If you don't know, you're muted. You're still muted. You're muted.
You're just so aggressive. You're so aggressive that I couldn't even unmute myself. Probably have more people come watch you on trivia night if you were just maybe a little bit nicer. Anyways,
Well, they need to know what they're getting themselves into.
Well, yeah, probably Bell's Bondman. Anyways,
Probably.
don't forget, every Wednesday we will be here for the Birdman Show, 6 p.m. Central Time, right here on Riverside.fm. Also, definitely want to thank Riverside for providing us with this platform to do what we do and bring this episode and more to you guys every single week. Like I said, we're in season 6. This is episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. So yeah, this is crazy. Like I said, don't forget, go to our Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/the Birdman Show. Check out this episode as well as other episodes. Like I said, I'm gonna be uploading those episodes to our Patreon page. And so that way people will get a chance, they can actually see this before it actually goes on YouTube. But yeah, we've got a lot of great things going on here. Like I said, we got Ace Trivia Night on Sunday. Love you too, Amber. Love you, Tabs. Thank you, appreciate you. Like I said, like we always say, we're here on TikTok. Without you guys, there's no us. Well, there is still us. It's just not as well. Actually, it'd still be pretty funny. It's just not
We'd
enjoyable.
still laugh at each other.
Yeah, it's just not as enjoyable to see other people's reactions from what we say. I guess it's even more cause for the yes, yeah. Anyways, we want to thank everybody for joining us for this episode of the Birdman Show. Ace, you have anything else you want to tell the good peoples before we get up out of here?
Nope. See you guys tomorrow night.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, we really appreciate you guys for joining us for this episode of the Birdman Show. You guys have been awesome, like always. And for those who are going to be at future viewers and listeners, oh, that's also, I forgot, I gotta put that up there. You can also catch our audio version of the show on our Spotify channel, the Birdman podcast on Spotify. Definitely go check that out. So I also have the audio versions of that up there as well. So, but yeah, like I said, don't forget to join Ace Sunday, or actually join us tomorrow for the Birdman Show recap over on TikTok on my profile, which is right there, Birdman Show. And then don't forget to join Ace Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Time over on his TikTok profile, which is right there underneath his name. And then of course, we'll be right back here next Wednesday. So yes, the cycle just continues to go on and go on and go on and go on. We love you guys so very much. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the freaking Birdman Show. That's right, from the freaking Birdman Show. We love you guys. For Birdman, for Ace, for our missing co-host in action, Death Flight. You know what to do. Do it so we can get up out here. We out.